Hello, Crestview. Mayor J.B. Whitten. I just want to spend a few minutes with you. It's actually a follow-on to my video chat from last week in which I told you we're going to have a pretty exciting event happening in Crestview this weekend. And it's going to be on the 25th, Saturday morning from 9 a.m. until noontime or until we have no more to give out. We are going to have a grand grocery giveaway at our community center. And I want you to know that this is the City of Crestview collaborating with all your local churches. It's really a faith community coming together, and it's being coordinated through city functions. We have a lot of people involved in making it happen. But we will be at the community center on Saturday morning, starting at 9 o'clock and until noontime, unless we run out of food sooner. Now, you need to know that the food is coming in from such entities as Destin Harvest, Farm Share, Feeding the Gulf Coast, and then all the volunteers are coming from the various churches around the city and other organizations like, for instance, the United Way. Some of our banks are involved. It's just a big community effort, and it'll be an opportunity for everybody to drive up and pop their trunks and have us put in 1 or 2 bags of goods. Some will be dry goods and some will be frozen goods. And we don't actually know what we're going to get until Friday afternoon when the driver goes and picks it up. And that's when we find out how much we're going to have for dry goods, how much we're going to have for refrigerated goods. Typically, we get about 42,000 pounds, which is a lot, but we also expect to have well over 1,000 cars lined up. So let me explain a little bit about that. Commerce Drive, which leads into the community center, will be blocked off, so the only way you can access Commerce Drive is to enter Industrial Drive back on Richburg. And we're going to have signs. We're going to have police officers out there directing everybody. Trust me, you won't get lost. But I just don't want you to go by the entrance and then go all the way down to Commerce Drive and find out you can't get in. So it'll be one way in, and then you follow Industrial Drive all the way down to Commerce Drive, down to the community center, get loaded up, and then you'll drive on past the community center to Farmers Avenue. And again, you can only go out that way. If you're on the left-hand side of the community center, you'll have to turn left. On the right-hand side, you'll have to turn right. We're going to limit it to cars, or of course, trucks also, but no walk-ups. We can't have people just walk up. And we can't have you come out of the car for safety reasons. We're going to have our people all in masks and gloves. We're going to protect them. We want to protect you. So you're going to be asked to drive up to a point, pop your trunk. Someone will load those and then just move on. If you happen to have a vehicle where the trunk doesn't pop up, you can wind your window down a little bit, give us the keys, and someone will open the trunk. But we don't want you to get out of the vehicle. So just keep that in mind. The other thing I want to make sure you know is that just to be fair to everybody, we're going to limit whatever you get to 1 allotment per car. So you can't show up and say you need to pick up food for this family or that family. Sorry, they're going to have to arrange to get there themselves, get whatever transportation they need. And we're doing that to make sure that everybody is going to get equally we'll get the equal amount, and we're being fair to everybody. So please keep that in mind. Now, we expect people to line up a little bit early, before 9 a.m., and we will direct you onto Industrial Drive and hold you there until probably at least 7 a.m., and then we'll start queuing you up toward the community center. And then as soon as the group is ready, we'll open up. And it could be right at 9, it could be 8:45, 8:30. Whenever we're right up and ready, we're all set up and ready to go, we'll go ahead and open up the lines. One thing I don't need, and I'm happy to say this, I don't need any more volunteers. We felt we needed 50 to 60 people. I have twice that amount already. So I thank all the churches for stepping up to the plate. The local businesses have joined in. Banks have joined in. I got all kinds of people involved in doing that. And also I have a couple of sponsors that will take care of the people on Friday night. Eglin Federal Credit Union has agreed to come out and feed the crew on Friday night. It'd probably be a light meal. They're talking maybe pizza and soda, something like that. Something where you can do some work, go over and grab a piece of pizza, and then get right back to work. And then on Saturday morning, Central Baptist Church is going to cook breakfast for everybody at their church and bring it over to us. And again, I really thank them for doing that. If you kind of follow me where I'm going here, and you see that we have the city supplying the venue, the community center. We'll have people there coordinating things. We'll have our police out there. Public services have been involved. Our city manager has been deeply involved, city clerk, city council, everybody. So you've got the city of Crestview. You have the faith community, many churches involved. You've got the United Way, Destin Harvest, Gulf Coast Feeding, just so many people involved. It's what we hoped for and prayed for this year in Crestview, truly a community coming together.